But Kamran, I would like to add, I remember that in 2002, we took oath as MNA, including Mr. Achakzai, under the PCO. And we fought for 1 year against the PCO. We did not, we started desk thumping and we protested against the President General Pervez Musharraf. We even did not allow President General Musharraf to address the parliament. We fought for that PCO. And then what came later on was the 17th Amendment, which was done by the MMA. Mr. Achakzai was against, we were against, but it was done by the MMA. So we have
MMA is nowhere now, but you have the majority.
See, the mistake was done in the past also. Right now also we have to see, because right now the most important thing is that we have to save the country from the crisis. Whatever we are going through, whatever crisis we are going through, country is in grave crisis. We have to work together to take out the country from the crisis.
So you are saying that even if we have to compromise on certain things, we have to?
For the betterment of the country, for Pakistan.
Okay, we have to take another break here. We are discussing that whether the sacked judges should be brought back. Obviously, there is a difference of opinion on this particular issue. But for some, it's a clear-cut and a simple issue. But for others, there are many complications and implications. We discuss more on the political developments that are taking place in the country, but right after this short break. Welcome back. Now we have with us on the line Dr. Farooq Sattar, who is the Deputy Convener of Muttahida Qawmi Movements. Welcome to the program, Dr. Farooq Sattar. Welcome to the program, Dr. Farooq Sattar.
Yeah, thank you very much. Yeah.
Dr. Farooq Sattar, three major political parties, Pakistan Muslim League Nawaz, Pakistan People's Party and ANP, today pledged that they would work for ending the role of military establishment in the politics. Would you support them on this particular issue?
I think no student of politics would disagree with the very concept of that military does not have any role in the political and civilian affairs of any country, what to talk of Pakistan. Though the waters of our politics and democracy have remained murky and checkered for most of the time. Even when there have been civilian rules and elected political dispensations, we have seen that the shots are mostly called by the 2% ruling elite, which comprise the military top brass, the feudal lords, and the civilian bureaucrats. So basically, it is in excess of these three wasted interest groups. So MKM believes that the role of the military cannot be completely done away with in the political and civilian life of Pakistan unless we go for the very essential, absolutely essential, much awaited political constitutional radical reforms like eradication of feudalism, like doing away with the over-centralization, grant of maximum autonomy to the provinces, land reform, promoting cooperative farming, and adopting Grameen Bank models like Professor Yunus of Bangladesh, the Nobel laureate.
But let me interrupt you here, Dr. Farooq Sattar. If the new government or the new parliament ready to accept all these demands that you are talking about, these radical changes in the constitution, then are you ready to support them?
Why not? 100%. If the radical constitutional political reform agenda is really made the mainstay for a real change, for a change for good, I think that is the only agent for the change for good.
And you're also favor of removing the 58(2)(b) as well from the president?
Not only this time, I think we have done it in the past also. But we must also keep in mind the ground realities in Pakistan that through a lot of exuberance, the 13th Amendment during the second tenure of Nawaz Sharif, I think in early 1998, People's Party was in opposition. We were already with Nawaz Sharif in government. And People's Party also joined us, and through the 13th Amendment, we were able to strike down the infamous 8th Amendment of the then President General Ziaul Haq. So within 10 months of doing that, President General Musharraf took the reign of powers of the country in his hands, and we could clearly hear the reverberations of the boots of army into the and attacking the democracy. So it's always easier said than done. So one must also take into account the ground reality that for a sustainable, a true, a durable democracy, the democracy has to be a participatory democracy. It has to be a functional democracy. It has to be a devolved and decentralized democracy, because otherwise then it would simply mean, if you just revoke the 8th Amendment or the infamous amendment, in their viewpoint, the infamous 17th Amendment of today through 18th Amendment, which they definitely will be doing.
Okay, so, Dr. Farooq Sattar, many thanks indeed for joining us, because we are running out of time. Mr. Achakzai, Dr. Farooq Sattar talked about bringing radical changes in the Constitution. If we agree on this point, what do you think, what should be the priority of the new Parliament? What do you really expect from them after taking oath? What should they do?
I'm sorry to repeat it again. What has happened on 2nd November? This is now the property of the people of Pakistan. For the first time in the history of Pakistan, our judiciary has stood up against the tyrant dictators. We the people, we the political parties, we always blamed them.
Just so in a nutshell, you are saying that they should restore the
judiciary. Must.
First priority.
They must, because it is not a decision of a single person. It is an historical decision which we demanded from 60 long years. We blamed them, Justice Munir this, Justice so-and-so this. You, judiciary, are doing nothing. When judiciary stood up, people's parties are going behind. No. People of Pakistan, 160 million people of Pakistan, will not allow any party.
What is the cut-off date? If the new Parliament decides to delay the matter, then what would be the strategy of APDM?
I am not a constitutional master. I am 100% sure that we must start from 2nd November. We should reinstate on 2nd November. Journalism Musharraf case again should be opened, and definitely they will.
And the next step?
The next step is those who have taken oath under PCO, they have violated the Constitution. They must leave. They must leave. We the people of Pakistan, Nabil, me, and hundreds of people, we have taken oath to protect the Constitution. How can we protect it? 2nd November decision is the decision of the Superior Court of Pakistan. You, me, and each and every person of this country is bound to protect it. Bound to protect it.
Okay, let me take a reply from Mr. Kabul. What do you think?
Our party top priority will be to get rid of 58(2)(b). Then only we can work in the Parliament. I wish Mr. Mehmood Khan Achakzai was in the Parliament. He would have done the same thing with us. But I think our party's top priority is 58(2)(b).
But what about the judiciary?
That is, of course, that is also a very main core issue. That I said, let the Parliament to decide. We have in our mind what to do. We cannot disclose. It's too premature. Yes, we want to restore the judiciary, but in a very different manner.
To get away with the 58(2)(b), you need 2/3 majority.
Yeah, we'll get that.
You will get
that.
And on the same point, then if, like the APDM is also saying that President Musharraf should call it a day, then you would pursue also the impeachment as well?
Well,
if you have the 2/3 majority.
This has not been discussed in our party, the impeachment of the president. It has not been discussed in our Central Executive Committee meeting also. I don't have any idea about that, and like I said, it is very, very much premature about the impeachment of the president.
Mr. Achakzai, what do you think? Should they pursue it?
Impeachment is not needed. Morally, General Musharraf is an educated man. He has been Chief of Staff of our army. He has been the Commando General. What he spoke in Belgium.
But he's saying that he's ready to work with the new Parliament, new government.
He spoke in Belgium that Pakistani people are not fit for democracy. People have given verdict, and the verdict is 100% against his policies. Each and every person who has been nearer to him has been rejected.
But he is saying that he is ready to work with the new government.
He should, morally, if he wants to live a normal and honorable life, he should, like an honorable person, must resign. He should have resigned on the 12th o'clock of 18th February.
Okay, we have to end our program here. Mr. Mehmood Khan Achakzai, and Mr. Nabil Kabul. Many thanks to both of you for joining us and giving your input regarding what's happening in the country. That's all we have from this week's Principal Talk. If you have any questions or suggestions regarding our program, you can send us your feedback at principaltalk@dawnnews.tv. Until next time, goodbye.